Hi everybody, my name is Brenda. I go by the Poncho Lady and welcome to my channel. I've got a lot of questions on my last video. I put the links in a comment and I pinned it to the top. Say where you do your comments for me to see. Mine is all the way at the top. Like I said, the description box is not working for me. I can't do it from my phone. I don't know if I can do it from my computer. I don't even want to mess with it. It's very irritating right now to even discuss that. But I did pin it to the top of the comments, all the links that I had talked about in that prior video. It's up there. You just have to search for it. It's as soon as you drop to the comments, mine should be right at the very top, and then I'll start showing you these links to click on. It's the best I can do, and I apologize. I don't know why it's not working. Okay, the crop top and the pants that I started. Of course, the crop top's done. I've got to the point on my lounging pants, I guess you would call them, is just a few rows from separating the legs, pinching the crotch area, and then individually going down the legs. So I've got a couple more, like I said, rows of that to do, and it's a slow process. It is a smaller hook that I'm not used to using. I'm like the K, the L, the J, the K, the L, the M, and M's is my favorite ones to work with, and I'm working with an I in 3-weight yarns. So it is a work in progress. I had to set it aside and just get myself away from it for a while. It was just like I wasn't accomplishing anything fast enough. So, but I'll get it done. It's like one of those, I'll treat it like it's a temperature blanket. Each week I'll put a row on it. I don't know. I hope it doesn't take that long. The other poncho I have the orange in it. I have not come across any yarns in my bins to add to it. The bins that I have here, I'm going to have to go to my sister's and get some more bins and see what I can find. So that's kind of like on the back burner with the crop top and the lounging pants. Excuse me. Yeah, there was something different about me. I saw that last video and I saw all this gray going on here and then blonde. I'm thinking, Brennan, you gotta do something. You gotta do something. You got a box of dye in your bathroom. Let's go ahead and fix that. So I did go a little bit darker. I like it. You know, it's okay. It's wearable. I want to show you something that I made. It's a V-scarf from Bagwooday. And I know a lot of people have been commenting. If you hear my seat squeak, I apologize. This is the only thing comfortable that I could sit in besides the couch over there. And the couch, I feel like I sink into it, so you're going to hear the squeaking. I've noticed that in my videos when I went to go play them back, and it's like, it is what it is. I've got some of this yarns from past projects, and it seems like every time I throw them in a box or a bin or something, and I go to digging for something, and these little balls of stuff are coming unraveled, they're twisting around my other yarns, and they're just being a pain in those tubs. So I took them out, and I balled them up a little bit, and I said, I'm going to make something with you because I'm not putting you back in there. I'm not going to do it. You're going to be made something out of. So I made the V-scarf out of the yarns that I've been working with the last couple 3-4 weeks. You know, like the blacks. And another thing is, I apologize for not indicating every yarn weight that I use. I use so many in my projects. They're all different weights. I just throw them together. I don't throw 2 4-weights together in a wearable. No, I may take a 4-weight in a real thin one. I mean, this stuff is really thin. I mean, there's nothing to that. I'll add that with a 4. Or if I've got a 3-weight, I'll add a 2-weight with it. That way it evens out as I'm crocheting. Well, a 4 and this little, the 3 with the 2, they both equal 5 to me. You know what I'm saying? That's how I put my yarns together. So if I show you something really thin like that, you're going to guarantee it I put it with a 3 or 4-weight. If my projects call for that I'm utilizing a lot of 3-weights, I'll wrap that around a 3-weight. There's not much extra there, but it gives a little color, a little pizzazz to the existing strand that I'm using. I could put if I'm using 3-weights throughout, I'll put two weights together, especially if one feels, even though that they say that they're both 2-weights, if I feel that one is thinner than a 2-weight, but it's not a 1-weight, I'll put those two together and I'll classify that as a 2-weight or a 4-weight if I put them both together, or a 3-weight. I'm sorry, 3-weight. It just depends on the yarn. Like I say, I apologize if I don't indicate that in every project that I show you. Maybe I just expect you know what I've done, but and I get it. I get it. I understand it. So I'm gonna try to address that a little bit better with this scarf. I just don't want my videos to be so long. I think if I tell you every single thing I've done and step, I'm going to have a 3-hour video. You ain't going to stick around. I guarantee it. I wouldn't watch no 3-hour video. So, what I've done here is I've got, and I'll start out with, these are the 2 4-weights that I have. This is a rock and roll wrap, and I think it's from it's either Hobby or Hobium. I'm not for sure. I didn't even look it up, but it's one of those overseas. Then you got the Yarn Art, which is also a 4-weight. Came from either one that I just mentioned. They have some really pretty yarns with sheens, with a sheen look to it, and I really love that yarn. But what I've done in this V scarf, and it's shaped as a V, and I'll show it to you in just a second. What I did was I utilized the 4-weight and put a 2-weight with it. To me, I know that says it's a 4-weight. To me, it feels like a lot of the 3s that I work with. So I went ahead and put a 2-weight, a DK with it. I guess that's DK is 2-weight. No, DK is 3-weight. Whatever. 2. It's a thin, but not as thin as this one. So I'll use those together. Same project. And this project I used an L hook. Is that an 8mm? Throughout until I did the edging on it, and then I went down a hook. So I took 4-weights and I mixed it with ones or the ones or a 2. I have a 3. Now that's about a 4-weight black. I mixed it with this 1-weight and added that to the scarf. Or I already did this one. There's that 2-weight green that I did in that one poncho, or the shawl. Matter of fact, this is what was in that shawl right here. These colors right here was being utilized in that shawl. Like when I went digging, I found another one of these. So I figured, you know what? I'm going to make me a V scarf, and I'm going to get rid of all these little balls that I have, because they keep getting untangled in my containers and my wherever else I've got them stored, but that's how I do my yarns. This is how I did my yarns on here. If it was a 3-weight, I mixed it with a 2-weight. If it was a 4-weight, I mixed it with a 1-weight. If it was a 4-weight, I even mixed it with a 2-weight. That's just how I did my project. And then I have this, I think it's Peyton's. It was a Yarn Inspiration yarn that they don't make anymore. And I love this. This is beautiful for edging. And that's exactly what I used on that V-scarf. And I incorporated it into the shawl too, but I saved some of it because I wanted to go all the way around the V and then the bottom V. So I didn't put any fringe on this. I know Krista put some fringe on it, and I'm a fringe person, but I didn't put any on it. But I think it turned out really pretty. It almost reminds me of that shawl I did, but it's got extra colors in it, different colors. And that's what I made out of it. That's how I made it. And it's long. It's the same amount of stitches as she used, but with a bigger hook. I think she did a J hook. I or J, I don't know. But I did an L hook because I combined the two yarns together and I still wanted that lacy look. But since I'm longer here, well, I've got long legs, 34 inches, but I've got also a longer body. I'm over 5'9", almost 5'10". So of course I wanted mine a little bit longer. And you wear it like a V scarf and you bring this around. Bring this around to the front. And you do the same with the other side. Bring it around to the front. Got yourself a little V scarf in the front. And still has some on the sides. I thought it was very pretty. Yeah. I like it. I like it. Now the edging here, I just did a single crochet with that. It's like a pewter color. On both up here and down here, all throughout. I just didn't do it on the sides, but the rest of the poncho or shawl rest of the shawl got it. See, I got it inside out too. To me, there's a right way and a wrong way, depending on the stitching. But you get the idea. So I'm going to make another one using some more drops that I've got, but that was very pretty. And I omitted the charm because I thought there was enough going on. It didn't need anything added to it. It's already got its decoration. I didn't need a charm hanging from here, and it does stay pretty flat. So I just left it the way it is, and like I say, I opted out on the fringe because I thought that there's enough decoration on it. I didn't want to overdo it, so I just left it. And I love to wear this, like with a sweater or something. Soon, those weathers are coming up where I could just wear a sweater like this and my scarf and go out and about without covering up with a coat. So that's that. That's complete. But I want to make another V-scarf. Probably use the same pattern. But the mess that I'm using, this is about how I found it in my container when I show it to you. Yeah. But I'm going to take all of this and somehow incorporate every bit of that shiny yarn into one V-scarf. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. And what I got here is a majority of it's all 4-weight. So I'll probably use a big hook, but one strand at a time. So how I'm going to configure all that together, I don't know yet. I don't know, because I only got so much of certain colors. One good thing is what I try to keep in my mind is there's double crochet and single crochet rows. For the double crochet rows, I'm going to try to use the yarns that I have most of, you know, for an entire row. And then the smaller amounts, like I have here, this may even be a full yarn row because I've got 3 of them. 3 small ones. And they're just from Hobium. They're from Hobby. I got Yarn Arts here. I've got Rock and Roll. This is a little bit of Rock and Roll. The gold color. These are a little bit of Rock and Roll. And I think it's from Hobium. But I'm tired of them getting tangled up in my storage bins. I'm tired of fighting them. I'm tired of wasting yarn because I get frustrated I can't get them apart. I'll cut them. And I just clunk it and just throw it in garbage. And I don't want to do that because that's like a waste of yarn. And it's not cheap anymore, guys. It's not cheap. So that's what I'm doing. Just trying to keep my self occupied, my hands busy. Make a couple scarves while I take a break from the chevron outfit I'm making. And I won't have a pattern for those pants, guys. I don't do tutorials. I don't have a setup here. My apartment is small. This is my living room. You're seeing half of it already. The other half from the door on is the same size. I have one small bedroom, a bathroom, and a little kitchenette. That is my apartment. I just don't have the room to utilize space to put a big table in here to try to do tutorials. It's not going to happen. All I can tell you what I've done as far as I can go. They work out. Maybe somebody out there would want to do a tutorial on it. I can write down what I've done. But I don't know. But right at the moment, I'm not going to do any tutorials. I keep getting comments of doing it, but it's not something I have the space for. And I apologize. Really sorry for it. Trying to figure out what else I've seen comments on. The hooks, I'm trying to tell you from now on what hooks I've used in my projects. The majority of the time I use the K, the L, the M, and an M. Sometimes I use a J or an I. The only time I use the smaller hooks like the E, the F, the C, the D, and the E is when I make my slippers. And that's all 3-weight yarns or 4-weight yarns, and those are time consuming, so I don't do too much of those here lately. I'm into that double your strands kick and use a big hook and get the project done and move on to the next one. You know? Just so I can say I got something made. So that's it. That's all I got. If I see something else in the comments that I forgot to address here, I'll put it in the next video. So until next time, if you like my video or videos, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. I'm doing the best I can with what I got to bring ideas to you. Leave me a comment. Tell me what I forgot. Those are some good comments, though. It makes me try to remember the next time I do a video, you know. I'm going to try to remember that. And of course, I probably forgot some things already. So anyways, that's a V-scarf from Bag O' Day. It will be pinned to the top of the comments. If you go to read people's comments before you write your own, mine is at the very top. And it will never move because it's pinned to the top. So I will put that link to that V-scarf for you there. So that's how you can find that. People were saying, well, I don't see it. Well, it's not in the description box. It's in the comments. The top. I'm the top one. So like I said, the subscription box is giving me issues. Until I figure it out, I'm going to do what I'm doing in the comments. It's the best I can. So, anyways, guys have a good day. Until next time, bye.